Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have week 4 of the YCL Wi-Fi. So yes, finally, we actually have a game this week, so pretty exciting. Although definitely going to be a tall order for us to handle today. So going into this match, we are actually 3-0 following 3 straight forfeit victories, as you might have known if you've been keeping up with the channel. Our opponent today is going to be Ahmad, a person that we've faced exactly once before back in the RODL 3. And he is also 3-0, though he had opponents in his weeks. So yeah, definitely going to be an interesting one in a tall order, going back into battle after being off for a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and get into the battle. Still relatively early in the season, but yeah, definitely an important game. So there is his team, and so he is bringing just about everything I thought he would. So yeah. I guess maybe the Caparaja is a little bit of surprise. But yeah, other than that, nothing that I wasn't expecting. So I'm bringing the team there, as you can see. This is the first time you can see me actually bringing a team this season. So this is definitely going to be a little bit of an uphill battle for me because I don't necessarily like how my team matches up against his on paper. And I really have 2 central lead options here, and they could be really good or really bad depending on what he leads with, but I think the Alolan Ninetales is just going to have to be the lead here. I do have a little bit of a plan, and yeah, I have prepped pretty extensively for this game, so we're going to go with that, and we're just going to see how it works out. Hopefully it does work out. So yeah, he definitely has one of the stronger teams drafted in the league here, so it is going to be a tough one for sure. And this guy is also someone who's won multiple other leagues, so definitely very experienced and accomplished draft league battler as well. So this is going to be a nail biter for sure. So there he is. And it looks like he led with the Tapu Koko. Okay, so that is kind of what I was... one of 2 things that I was expecting to see, either that or the Landorus. So not great, although not terrible. So he's going to get the Electric Surge, of course, to set the electric terrain on the battlefield before my Snow Warning kicks in to set the Hail. So definitely going to be faster than me, as we already know. So I kind of have a choice here. I can either try to attack him, set up the Aurora Veil, or I can switch into the Sandaconda, which is kind of what I want to do in case he goes for that electric move, but he might not go for it, predicting that. So he might... it's really hard because this thing's move pool is so wide and it has a lot of different things it can do, but he might just take me out with an electric attack if he just goes for it outright. So I think I'm going to make hopefully a safe play and switch into the Sandaconda here. And hopefully he goes for the electric move, but we'll see what happens. So there is the Snake NATO, and he is going to go for a Nature's Madness. Okay, so that's a little bit of a surprise. Wasn't expecting that. So that is going to half my HP. So that's definitely not great. And then we're both going to take the hail damage, and then going to regain some HP with the leftovers. So yeah, that's definitely a little bit of a surprise to see that on there. So I was hoping to get Hazard set, but yeah, I don't know if I even can at this point. I mean, depending on what he has, I think I just have to go for the Stealth Rock here and hope I can live an attack. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. And he's going to U-turn. Okay, so that's not bad. We're definitely going to live that. But so he's not choice. So he has... he could be a physical set, or he could just be pivot, because he has Nature's Madness and U-turn. So we'll see what he wants to bring in here. Yeah. So I don't take that very well, but I do still take it. So we'll see what he wants to bring in here. And so it is going to be the Tangrowth. Okay, so that's not great. So we're just going to go ahead and get the Stealth Rock set up on him, and yeah, that's good for us. So we're both going to take the hail damage then, and then I am going to regain some HP with the leftovers as well. And so I can't really do much to this thing. I mean, I could paralyze it, but this thing is pretty weak, so I don't know if I don't know. I think I'm actually just gonna stay in and go for the glare actually to paralyze this thing. I know I outspeed it, so gonna get that off. So going to paralyze the Tangrowth, and he's going to go knock off, so that was a safe play on his side. Good thing I didn't switch. So he gets rid of my leftovers, which kind of sucks. Then we're both going to take more hail damage, and then I don't obviously regain that. So, I mean, at this point, there's not much of a point in switching out, so I might as well just go for the headbutt here. This is my Ghetto Paraflinch set that I'm using on the Sandaconda, so we're just going to go ahead and click headbutt and see if we can get it to work actually. So there is the headbutt. Are we going to get a Paraflinch? It does virtually no damage, and we're going to get Rocky Helmeted, so it's not even going to matter. So that is going to go ahead and knock us down to 5, but we actually do get the flinch, so I guess it kind of worked. The Tangrowth has the helmet on it, so actually that's kind of bad because now we actually don't get to see we don't get to see what move this thing was going to go for, so that's actually kind of bad. But in any event, we're going to come back in with the Alolan Ninetales, and I think now is definitely going to be the time to go for the Aurora Veil, so we're just going to go for that without hesitation. He's probably not going to want to stay in here, probably being a physically defensive wall, and indeed he isn't. He's going to go for the switch, and he's going to go ahead and bring in the Slowking, as I kind of predicted, so it's going to take Stealth Rock damage, and then we're going to go ahead and get that Aurora Veil set. So that is actually good. That's definitely a key to our plan here. So that's going to be it for the hail too, and the electricity, so that is definitely good for us. So now we have the opportunity with the Aurora Veil up for the next 8 turns, because we have Light Clay. We have an opportunity to hopefully set up. I mean, we could attack, but I kind of don't want to waste time here, so I think we're just going to switch straight into the Blastoise, actually. So we're just going to do that and see if we can maybe set up here on him. So there is the switch, and going to go ahead and come in with the Blastoise, and we'll see what he goes for. He goes for a Fire Blast, so that is fine. That is going to do virtually nothing to us thanks to the resisted hit, max HP, and the Aurora Veil. So it is definitely time at this point to Shell Smash, so we are going to go for that. And he does stay in, so that's interesting. So we do get the Shell Smash, and we're going to drop our defenses to sharply increase our attack, special attack, and speed. And then we got the White Herb to return our defenses to normal, which is good. And he's going to go for a Dragon Tail, so that actually sucks. So he was kind of predicting that, so he phased us out off the stat boost, so that kind of sucks. So he's going to phase us in with Corviknight, actually, which is our other setup mon. So yeah. So what are we going to want to do here is the question. So I mean, we are rocking a pretty unique set on this thing to kind of set up as well, so I think we're not going to want to stay in on this matchup either. I think we're going to want to get out. So unfortunately, our White Herb is wasted on the Blastoise, which really sucks. So what are we going to want to do here? That definitely throws a monkey wrench into our plans. So or I guess we're just going to switch back into the Blastoise here. Can't really set up with the Corviknight with this thing still around. So he's going to go for the switch as well, and he is going to come in with the Landorus. So that's actually not bad. He does take the Stealth Rock damage, and then he gets the Intimidate to cut our attack. So, yeah, we still have the Veil up. We could definitely try to Ice Beam this thing. He's probably going to predict that. We could. I think we're actually just going to Shell Smash again. The Aurora Veil is still up, so he's just going to U-turn. which is okay. He's going to get more chip on us. So definitely a lot of pivots here on his team as per the usual. So we'll see what he wants to come in with. At least I mean, we are going to have our defenses cut because we don't have the white herb anymore, but at least we're going to get, he's going to come back in with the Slow King. And he's going to take that damage from the rocks, and then we are just going to Shell Smash. So the only good thing is we are still taking minimal damage thanks to the Aurora Veil still being up for a few more turns. So we get those stat boosts. So knowing he has the Dragon Tail, we're definitely going to attack this thing with a Dark Pulse, hit it as hard as we can, and see how much it does. He is going to stay in, and how much is it going to do? At boosted, it's only going to take him down to about half despite the boost, but we do get the flinch actually, so that's good. So we're just going to go ahead and keep on clicking Dark Pulse here, and then maybe we get a high roll or another flinch, we don't know, and it is not quite enough, unfortunately, to get rid of this thing, so he's going to Dragon Tail to phase us out again. But that Slow King is definitely worse for wear, which is good. So we're going to get phased into Gudra, which is not bad. He's probably going to switch out to try to save this thing for sure. But what is he going to switch into? What would the safest move for us be at this point? He might go Coco. He might go Copper Either way, I think we're just going to Sludge Wave to play it safe. He's definitely not going to stay in. He's going to want that Regenerator, and indeed he is going to switch out. And what's he going to come in with? It is going to be the Copper so that sucks. So we could have Fire Blasted or something. He does take the rocks. Sludge Wave does nothing. Aurora Veil is gone. So that kind of sucks. We should have probably Fire Blasted, but now we're in another difficult situation against this thing. With the Aurora Veil being gone. We could stay in and Fire Blast this thing. I don't know how much it would do. I think we kind of just have to do that, unfortunately, so we're just going to stay in and Fire Blast this thing. Hopefully we can get some good damage. So there's the Fire Blast, and it is not quite enough to take this thing out, unfortunately. He's going to go for a Stealth Rock of his own to get that hazard set up on us. That's not that big of a deal. So now we have a situation where, what do we want to do here? I think we could Fire Blast again, although I don't want to miss a Fire Blast. He doesn't really have, aside from Slow King, anything to switch into a Fire Blast. But I think we're actually just going to go for, I really don't know. I don't want to miss a Fire, really don't want to miss a Fire Blast. But you know what? I think we're just going to have to click Fire Blast because we could miss Draco too. He's going to stay in. We're going to Fire Blast. Thank God we don't miss the Fire Blast. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of the Copper there and tie the game up at 5-5. So that's good. We didn't have to lower our special attack with the Draco Meteor to do that, which is also good. So yeah, 5-5. We both have the rocks up. So what's he going to come in with now? It's going to be the Landorus again. So he is going to go ahead and take those rocks again. He's going to get the Intimidate, not going to matter since we're a special set. So now we have another choice to make. So we could just stay in and try to Ice Beam this thing. He does have that couple switch-ins to that. He could U-turn. This is... I think he might just attack us, actually. So you know what? I think we're just going to go for broke and go for the Ice Beam here. Hope he doesn't pivot or switch. And he is, so okay, so he's going to stay in an Earthquake. We're max HP. We should have been able to take one, I thought, but apparently not. So this thing might actually be banded. So that sucks. So that's going to, yeah, knock us out and drop us down to 4. So that is probably banded damage, I think. So yeah, that really sucks. So... now, what are we going to do? We could come in with the Corviknight, and I think that might be what we have to do to scare him out, since he should be, based on that damage, I think, banded. So that sucks that we had to lose Gudra like that. That's definitely a big blow. So that's probably going to force a switch, I think. Now, I don't really want to... this is going to suck, because I don't want to tip my hat to which set I'm using here. So I think I'm actually going to double switch him into... what is he going to want to come in with? I don't know. But I think I'm going to double switch him into We're gonna make a kind of a risk here, and we're gonna try to double switch into Ninetales. So yeah, he's definitely banded. So he's gonna go for the switch there, and he is gonna switch in with Tapu Koko. So that's not great, unfortunately, because we actually have pretty much both of our answers to this thing are down. So that actually really sucks. So we do get the double switch though, which is something. And we're going to come back in with the Alolan Tails, and we're going to take the Stealth Rocks, and we're going to get that Snow Warning to make it Hail once again, and then we are going to get some chip on this thing from that. So now the question becomes, do we stay in here? Because he could probably just take us out straight away with a Thunderbolt, and we really don't have a switch in for that. Do we try to preserve the Ninetales to the point that we can get the Veil set up again? That's the question, and I don't know what the answer is. I think we might just have to do that, actually, and we might just have to switch into Blastoise and let Blastoise go down here so we can get maybe a clean switch into Hitmonlee or something. But yeah, this is definitely not good. So, yeah, this is a bad situation. Yeah, we got a bad situation on our hands here. So, yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and we're going to switch into the Blastoise basically as a sack switch, because we lost both of our Pokemon that can really take a hit from Tapu Koko. So we're going to come in with the Blastoise, take the Stealth Rock damage, and he's just going to go for the Thunderbolt straight away. So that'll definitely take Blastoise out, knock us to 3. And then he's going to take more hail damage. So the only thing we can really do, I think, is just come in with the Hitmonlee. And I guess we just have to pop the normal gem at this point, because this is kind of like our last ditch, unless we can set up a late game. Oh, man. Yeah, it's definitely not going great. So I think we just have to... I think we really kind of just have to pop the normal gem at this point, even though he does have many switch. He has a lot of switch-ins. He has a lot of switch-ins, so we might just... But he could just straight up attack too, so we really can't take that chance. So we're just going to pop the normal gem now and hope he stays in to get some damage on this thing. And he does stay in, so that's something at least. So we're going to get the normal gem fake out on this thing. So that does decent damage. We do get the mandatory flinch, of course. We're both going to take that hail damage. So now he's going to know that we're faster than him because we took the hail damage first. But even granted that, I think we just have to... we have to poison jab here. Maybe he stays in. No, he's not going to stay in, though. He's going to switch. And he's going to switch into the Landorus. So that is unfortunate. He's going to take more rocks. He's going to cut our attack as well with the Intimidate. So yeah, we're going to Poison Jab, which is not probably going to do much of anything to this thing. Nope. And we don't get the poison, so that sucks. But we are faster than this thing because, again, this thing is banned. So unfortunately, we do not have a good move to hit this thing with at all. So yeah, we're in a bad spot here. The close combat is most certainly not going to be enough to take this thing out from the range that it's at. We could switch into the Corviknight, but yeah, this is just a bad situation all around. We could switch into the Corviknight and then hope, try and... yeah, we're really stuck though, unfortunately. Maybe the best thing we can do is just, close combat and see how much damage we can get. It's not going to be enough though. You know what? We're just going to do that. We're going to close combat. We know we're going to outspeed. We're going to see how much it does. And yeah, not nearly enough to take this thing out. Maybe he overpredicts. I don't know. We'll find out. There goes the defense cuts, and he brick breaks. Okay, so that's interesting. So that's the last move on there is brick break. So that's going to take care of Hitmonlee. That's going to knock us down to 2. That's going to get rid of the, I believe, the hail and the electricity. So I guess we're gonna get okay. So we really only have one shot at winning this game at this point. So we're just gonna have to shoot our shot right now. So we're gonna come in with the Alolan Ninetales, take the Stealth Rock, gonna get the Snow Warning to set the hail up. We have to just go ahead and go for the Aurora Veil here. So we're just gonna click Aurora Veil. This thing may or may not outspeed us. I don't know. No, we outspeed it. Okay, so we're going to get the Aurora Veil up, which is good. He's going to Choice Band Brick Break us. Can we survive that with the Veil up? No, actually, because it breaks the Veil. Kind of forgot about that. So, yeah, definitely forgot about that. So, yeah, not good. We're going to go down to 1 here. Yeah, and we're going to come in with the Corviknight. So we're pretty much screwed at this point. So yeah, that is not good. I was definitely kind of hoping he would switch there. But yeah, we're just pretty much screwed at this point. So we're just going to go for the agility. And yeah, we'll see what he wants to do. Honestly, it's not going to matter at this point. He's just going to stay in and Brick Break. And we are going to be able to take that relatively well. We're going to get the agility. See, the only thing that sucks now is we could Roost. But if we do Roost, we're going to lose the Flying type, and that's going to allow him to outspeed us and kill us. So that's not good. I think we just actually, bulk up here actually, and we should actually survive. We should actually survive a Brick Break after the bulk up. So we're going to do that. And we're going to get that attack and defense increase, and he's going to Brick Break us again, and we should survive, yeah, with 11 HP, and we don't survive the hail damage, actually, so that's not good. So, yeah, we just lost. I was hoping we would take that a little better, so that is game. So, yeah, we are going to lose that one 5-0 against Ahmad. That is a painful loss right there. Most of his Pokemon were worn, so maybe not quite as big of a gap as the score would indicate, but definitely did not work out the way that we were hoping there. So yeah, definitely we kind of just yeah, it was like I said going in, it was a really bad match on paper. And we just weren't able to overcome that. We almost did. We actually had some decent strategies, but we did make a couple of mistakes. And we did have... he did prep well enough to counter our setups that we had going on as well. So, yeah, bad combination or unfortunate combination of circumstances for us. But kind of is what it is. So with that, the Pidgeys are going to fall to 3-1. So also, I suppose having no practice with the team is another problem, but you know, it is what it is. So like I said, we go to a 3-1 record. Still a good record, obviously. We're coming up actually on the halfway point of the season, so hopefully we can hang on. And yeah, we can hopefully do better next time around. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.